drive a Chevy, it's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you tuned in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Continuing here with our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week, we go to Marshfield High School, home of the Lady Jays, and head coach Katie Pritchard. Coach Pritchard, thanks for being part of the show today.
Thanks for having us on.
Coach, 26-4, this year, as you head into the Final Four, only 2 losses to in-state teams. The other 2 coming in out of Nashville. But talk about the season, kind of put a bow on it up to this point for the Lady Jays.
Well, it's obviously been a really exciting season for us. We made it a point whenever we made our schedule for this year that we wanted to kind of step it up and get some really good competition and basketball teams on there to help prepare us for the postseason. So going into it, we knew we'd have our hands full, and that Nashville trip for us, we went and we competed against several Division I players and some top teams in Tennessee. And I honestly think that was kind of a turning point for us. We went there. I know we lost both of those games, but they were both close games. And I think we left there thinking, we can really compete with anyone when we come back to Southwest Missouri. And then, we were able to go to the pink and white and have a pretty good showing and ended up with 3rd place. We lost to Nixa while we were there, which, gosh, obviously a great team, really well coached by Coach Talbert over there. And that was another one that I think just really prepared us for the moments we've been having these past couple weeks. And then, we got into conference season and we were able to win our 2nd conference title in a row. We also went out to the Nixa Invitational, which was an incredible tournament with, I think, 7 of the 8 teams were state ranked. We were able to knock off a really good Fair Grove team, which obviously anytime you can compete with them, you're doing things the way they should be done. And then we played Republic and Coach Flood in the championship game and lost to them by 5 in a really good battle. So we just felt like, this whole season we've been grinding away and trying to compete against some really good basketball teams so that we were ready to play the best when the postseason came around. And I really think we did that.
You go back to that Nixa Invitational tournament. You beat a Fair Grove team that just coming off. They just won their state championship. And you play a really good Republic team. They're in that championship game. And since then, you've won 13 in a row. What do you feel like you're doing really well right now as a team?
Well, I think that we are a team. I think that's been the beauty of it this past stretch is I think we've really come together and become a complete unit. And especially defensively, that's kind of always been our thing. And these girls really buy into it. They enjoy playing it. They enjoy playing it together. And I think by the end of the year, it's finally kind of gelling the way we want it to gel. And I think things are hitting at the right time.
You go into Class 5 District 6 tournament. You get Parkview in the first round, then a good Carl Junction and a good Branson team. Tell us a little bit about the District 6 tournament.
Yeah, it's always tough. There are really good teams in Class 5 around here, and obviously, a West Plains team that had 2 of the best players in the area. They were also in the tournament, but Carl Junction always tough. They went to state last year. Had Kylie Scott, who's one of the best players in the area that we had to kind of neutralize. I thought we did a good job with her, but again, it was a team win. And then we went into Branson, and gosh, I think the last 4 times that we've played Branson prior to that, they've all been 1 or 2 point games and a couple overtime games. And so it's always a grind with them. Coach Boo does a great job, and they had a great senior class as well. But again, we banded together, and everybody stepped up and played their role really, really well. And I think that's what led us to that district championship win.
And then Helias. Helias finishes the year at 20-10. They were state ranked on and off during the season. What did you do really well there in that contest to prevail?
Honestly, I think we just kept plugging away. We just grinded it out. It was a really tough basketball game, a very well coached team again, and had a lot of athletes, a couple of Division I kids, and just some very good basketball players. And again, team win. Things didn't go right at times, and we banded together. They figured it out. I think we were down 7 with maybe 4 or 5 minutes to go in the game. And instead of falling apart, the girls kind of leaned into each other and found a way.
You bet. Before we talk about your next opponent here coming up in the morning at 10 o'clock, you've got your team with you. You might introduce one or two of them, and we'll visit with them.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and let Lauren Lubert here start for us. She's been a 4-year starter for us and All-State Class 5 and had another great season this year and helped lead us to where we are.
Lauren, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your roles are.
It kind of just depends on who we're playing, honestly. Sometimes I'm in the post, and sometimes I'm out on the perimeter. So anywhere they need me, I kind of go.
Do you have a preference? Do you have a favorite place to play?
Um, no, not really. Just wherever I'm being the most effective, I guess.
Coming into this year, did you have any personal goals or team goals that you wanted to reach?
Definitely team goals. I would say, obviously, all of us wanted to go to state, get a banner on the wall, and being able to achieve that goal that we've had for so long is just like incredible. So yeah, that was definitely just a major goal of mine, and I think everyone else here.
Was there a point during this season, and maybe it goes back to the next Invitational Tournament or the Pink and White or even to Nashville, where you kind of felt like, hey, we are probably good enough to get to state? Was there a point where it hit you that you thought you could get to this point?
I think just coming into this season, I mean, we have me and the 3 other seniors. I mean, this is our last go around, so I think we were more motivated than ever. But I think we came in believing in each other. We got a couple freshmen that definitely helped, and I think just from the start, we've believed that we could really go far this year.
Lauren, if you could go back based on what you know right now as a senior and go back to that 8th grader, Lauren Louver, and give her some advice, what would you go back and give yourself advice on? What would be something you would tell an 8th grade Lauren?
I would probably just say to trust the process. I mean, each year of high school, I think I've developed my game, and like our team has just changed over the years so much. And I would have told myself just to trust the process more and probably not be so hard on myself, I guess.
Well, Lauren, I'm going to let you introduce whoever's going to go next and tell me a little bit about her.
Okay. This is Abby McBride. She is another senior, and she's a big part of our team and plays some great defense. So let's hear it for Abby.
Abby, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Have you had fun this year?
Oh, I've had a blast. This is the most fun I've ever had playing basketball.
Tell me a little bit about what role you play and what your responsibilities are.
I'm a shooting guard, and I usually take on the job of guarding the other team's best player every night. And I would just say I'm one of 4 seniors, so a leader of the team.
So what, as you're trying to get prepared, and let's say, like you mentioned, you typically draw the toughest assignment. How do you get prepared? Are you watching that player on film? What are you doing to get prepared for that assignment?
Yeah, we watch film a lot, so I'll watch a few games with the other team and study whoever it is, and we obviously go over scout, so just knowing her tendencies, knowing who she is. So yeah.
What was your toughest assignment this year? Who did you find that you had the most difficulty guarding?
I'm trying to think.
It's all right. They're all done playing, so.
Played a lot of really good games.
Okay.
One.
Was there a game coming into this season that you were looking particularly forward to? Or maybe it was that national tournament, or maybe it's a rivalry game. What were some of the games you kind of made a mental note or a mental check mark by on your schedule?
Probably our biggest rival in conference is Rogersville, and we played them at their place this year. So I think we're all pretty locked in for that game. We won that conference title.
Very good. If you could go back over your 4 years of high school and go back and play 1 or 2 games over again, maybe it's a game that you felt, maybe that got away from us, or maybe it's a game you just played really well and had so much fun. What are some games that you would like to go back and just play again to be in that moment?
From this year, I think I want to go back to the Fairgrove game in the Mixed Invitational Tournament. That was just a whole lot of fun. They're a great team, and I think we played really good that game. We played together, and yeah, I think I'd go back and play that game again.
All right. Well, Abby, you, Lauren, both, and the entire team, congratulations on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet for being part of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. And Abby, who's next?
This is Lily Finley. She's another one of our seniors, and she's a lights out shooter. So that's a little bit about her.
Did you say Alina?
Lily.
Lily. Okay, I'm sorry. Lily, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about what your roles and responsibilities are.
I think a big role of mine is whenever we need a quick three or something to help us get back in the game and get some momentum going. I think that's a big part of what I do. I think off of the court, also just bringing energy and just kind of being the eyes for the team whenever they don't see stuff that I see. I think is also super big thing I do.
Can you think back over this year at maybe what was maybe your one or two biggest shots that you hit? I mean, could it be in that Fair Grove game? Could it be? I mean, can you remember?
I think Fair Grove game, I had some pretty big shots. I also think back to beginning of the season we played Camdenton. We were kind of like in a rough start at the beginning, and I hit a couple threes that kind of just got us going again and got us back into the swing of things.
Lily, are you having fun?
A lot of fun, yeah.
What are you looking most forward to about the Final Four starting tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to the competition. Like we've had a lot of competition this past week, but I think these next couple of days is really just gonna show us how we're gonna grit through stuff and just really bring us together as a team.
All right, Lily, and as I understand it, there's one more senior. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you know who she is?
This is Hallie Menzies. She's really good at defense, and she brings a lot of energy to us, and she's very competitive on the court.
Very good. Holly, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Did I say the name incorrectly?
It's Hallie.
Hallie.
Hallie, okay. Hallie, what position do you play and what are your responsibilities?
I'm a big defensive person. That's what I do for the team. It brings a lot of energy to the court. I'll do all the hard work, all the things that kind of just go unnoticed a little bit, but it just kind of keeps the team running.
What are you doing to kind of get prepared? I mean, what have you done? You've got John Burroughs. Are you watching film? What are some other things you do to get prepared, maybe mentally and physically prepared for tomorrow morning's game?
Yeah, we're watching film. We're really working hard on setting up new stuff on, just everything that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Just focusing in practice. We got a scout team that's doing a great job making us better every day.
Very good. Very good. Are there games coming into the season that you were looking particularly forward to playing, Hallie?
The pink and white's always really exciting. Any game you get to play in that, and we did a lot better this year than we have in the past years. And it's always fun. It's always a tough 4 days, but being able to play all 4 days and play for third place was even just really exciting.
All right. Well, Hallie, again, on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations on being part of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. And we'll go back to Coach Pritchard here a little bit. Coach, you got John Burroughs coming up. What do you know about John Burroughs, and what are you going to have to do to come out on top in the morning?
Yeah, John Burroughs I think they're ranked number 1 in the state right now. Very good basketball team, very well coached. I've known Coach York for several years, and he just really has done a great job there. When you go to the Final Four, everybody's capable of basketball team. Everybody's really good. And I think the biggest thing for us, we're going to continue to believe in what we do. We're going to get after it defensively. We're going to stick together and just try to grind it out on the floor.
What are your travel plans? You guys going up tonight or in the morning? What's the situation here?
Yeah, we're going up. We're going to practice this morning. Then we're going to head up this afternoon. And we're actually fortunate. Coach Trish Marsh and her husband Marty are going to host the team. She's a former Lady J and actually one of the first Lady J to be All-State. And so they're going to host us, and we're really excited to be able to hopefully hear from her and get some wise words going into tomorrow.
And what time do you take the court tomorrow? Do you get there around 9? I know the game tips at 10.
Yeah, we're going to get there around 9 and then get on the floor at 9:30 and then tip off at 10 and, get after it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, Coach, as always, I greatly appreciate you guys being generous with your time. Again, congratulations on being part of the Chevy dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week.
I appreciate it. And before we go, I just want to give a shout out to the Marshfield community. These past couple games, district championship and our quarterfinal game, they came out in full. We had hundreds of kids in the stands. We had the community there, and they were a big part of what we did. And we're just very thankful to be able to play in front of them.
Outstanding, and I'm sure they'll be there in force tomorrow. And you guys, safe travels, and safe travels to your entire community.
Thank you.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Keep it right here.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.